is the Hollywood Chronicles with Frank McCann. Tune in each week for exclusive interviews with your favorite celebrities.
Frank McCann here. So much more importantly, Mei Lin is our very special guest, and if you don't know that name, you soon will. Last night she was crowned the grand prize winner of Tournament of Champions 4, and Food Network. That's the Super Bowl of Food Network, and it's a big deal. And she deserved it, and she beat out so many people. But she is going to be talked about. She's already being talked about, but she's going to be talked about for years. Her star is on the rise, big time. Chef Mei, how are you?
Hi, how are you? Thank you so much for the kind words.
Yeah, well, listen, thrilled to have you, and congratulations to you. How does it feel now that it's over? Is it a relief? Has it all sunk in yet? What's your general emotion?
I don't think it's really sunk in yet, but it definitely is a relief that it is over. It's been quite the whirlwind for sure, and having competed in an arena like Tournament of Champions, is definitely very gratifying and a lot of fun.
I'm sure you're very appreciative of your friends, family cheering you on, but at the same time, I've got to believe that a lot of that, or at least some of that, adds to the pressure of what's going on. And correct me if I'm wrong, but even well-wishers, that kind of piles on everything that's going on, kind of all at once. Am I right?
Yeah. There's definitely a lot going on.
Listen, that being said, what changes for you now? What's your life look like for the next week, for the next 2 weeks? Obviously things like this. You're doing interviews and other things. Are you kind of prepared for what's going on? Are you going to get a chance to take a breather? What's your life look like for the next couple of weeks?
I do have a lot of travels coming up, but ultimately I'm just going to get back into the restaurant and just start cooking again. That's really it. So I know that sounds really boring, but that's the day-to-day, just getting back into the restaurant and cooking for my guests and patrons, and getting back into the grind.
Well, if you can, give us a little rundown of what we may have missed. We know the end result. We know you're here. When did it start feeling like you had a real chance to win this? When did you know, or was it uncertainty from day one?
I mean, I think there's always a lot of uncertainty in a competition like that. Having been judged blindly, you really never know what's gonna happen, and I think ultimately a lot of the different challenges were really close. And I think when you're listening to you being judged, you always listen to the bad, and then for the other competitor, you're always listening to the good. So you really never know. Like, you're always second guessing yourself, and really, you never know if you're going to win or not, or you're going to take it. But ultimately, I just go into it cooking the best food that I can, and hopefully that takes me forward to the next challenge.
What did it for you? What recipe? What dish did it for you?
I think I put a lot of great dishes out. I packed it full of flavor. I just want to make sure that it was bold and that it stood out from the other dish that was being put out. Obviously, we don't get to try each other's dishes, so I know that's always hard. But I think that I don't know, the lamb dish I cooked last night was pretty stellar, and it's something that I haven't made before, and that is very specific to the actual randomizer. So I don't know. It's like the best thing about, I guess.
Well, hey, listen. No, it's there's a lot going on here, and I'm from the outside looking in, and I'm sure a lot of the listeners are just thinking that, well, this is it. This is the credit one needs to make all of those contacts and everything else, and you were doing great prior to this, I've got to imagine hanging the medal champion on you, and especially this. I mean, it's a prestigious situation. We've paid attention to the first three Tournament of Champions, and I think nice things happen to people there. When you look at it, and from a contact standpoint, do you make contacts? Do you make friends with your fellow competitors or with people that are around your fellow competitors? Is that one of the things that happens here, or is everybody kind of in their own bunker and not really dealing with each other? I'd have to believe that you're making contacts with some of the others.
No, absolutely. Some of us know each other from having lived in the same city or doing events with each other, but there's a lot of different people that I haven't met. We all just kind of clicked, and everybody hung out before and after the competition. So it was really great getting to know a lot of these different chefs and their backgrounds, and everybody's very accomplished and they're there for a reason. So it's always a little nerve-wracking, but everybody's really down to earth and really awesome. So it was really great to see, and really awesome to hang out with a lot of the chefs and to really kind of get them outside of their and that element is cooking competitively. So that was definitely really, really cool.
Who's been important to your team? And, maybe you can give a little shout out to, nobody does it alone. I mean, tennis players have trainers, and they have, doctors and people they practice with, family members there for support. Who's important to you during this journey?
I mean, I definitely have a lot of support. My fiance is a huge support system for me, and I think just little pep talks here and there before going into competition was something that was really, really cool. And he cooks as well, so I think that just a little words of encouragement are always great. So that was really awesome. But then my chef holding down the fort back home in Los Angeles, and just me being away from the restaurant, him holding down the fort, that's been really amazing. And he does a really fantastic job. And those two people for sure are definitely really important in my life.
Well, let me congratulate you again. Big accomplishment. You deserve all the credit and all the accolades that you're getting. Mei Lin, let us know anything else that we should know before we let you go. And if you have a social media site or a website, please feel free to give that as well.
Yeah, my social media is Twitter and Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, at Mei Lin 21. I have any future projects. I'm working on some things right now, but I'm just taking it slowly, day by day, and just working at my restaurant in Los Angeles called Daybird. And if you're ever in the Los Angeles area, come and visit me, and I'll feed you a fried chicken sandwich.
Mei, thank you very much for being here, and congratulations once again.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me.
Chef Mei Lin is the champion of Tournament of Champions 4, and she's I'd love to say, boy, she's gushing over with enthusiasm. She's not. She's probably not crazy about this part of it, but who cares? She cooks unbelievably, and she is a chef extraordinaire, and big deal. They crowned last night, as we speak, grand prize winner of Food Network's Tournament of Champions 4, and it's one of those things you kind of hang your hat on, I should say, and you carry that around with you forever. And I don't know exactly what it will do for her restaurant. I've got to believe people all over the place are going to be checking it out. Food Network has a huge following, and certainly the Tournament of Champions is a big deal for them. I'm a foodie, but I'm not that much of a foodie where I tune into everything. My wife does, she tunes into a lot of this. She knows about Chef Mei and all of these things. By the way, if you're going to look her up, Mei is spelled M-E-I, Lin is L-I-N, and she's, hey, listen, she deserves all the credit in the world. It's nice to come and take a bow. She seems very humble. She doesn't seem she's not a talker. That's for sure. It's not. She's not overwhelming you with gushing words or anything like that. She sounds very humble, very nice, intelligent. And all of this. But she is the champion. She is the winner of the Tournament of Champions for Mei Lin, Chef Mei Lin, Food Network's big event last night. And she's the winner. Frank McKay signing off. We'll see you all next time.
You've been listening to the Hollywood Chronicles with Frank McKay. Tune in next week for more celebrity interviews with your favorite Hollywood stars.